Hello everyone and welcome to another tutorial with Zenphi. Today's use case is going to be very useful for a ton of different departments. I'm sure many of you have a complete chaos within your Google Drive. There's probably files that you need to organize, but it would take a really long time to manually go through each document and figure out what to name each file, put it in the correct folder. So today I'm going to show you how you can bulk rename different documents using AI and Zenphi. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first step is going to be to set up your trigger. Now, if you want to do this automatically as soon as a file arrives, you might want to swap this for example, a Google Drive trigger so that you have a specific folder where you can drop your files. Here I'm going to be using the manual trigger since we're going to be getting all of the files in a specific folder at once. So this is perfect if you have a ton of different files that you need to work on all at once. The first step will be to list the files in the specific folder that we want to rename. So here in the query, I have indicated the folder ID in parents. That means it's going to get the files within this specific folder that I selected. You can get the ID from the URL. It's this end portion here. And you can select if you want to rename only files, folders, or files and folders. There's different options that you can work with as well if you want to include items from shared drives, if you want to cap the number of results that you achieve, etc. Now for each file, what we're going to do is find its payload. This is going to allow us to actually see the content of the file, and we're going to send that over to AI. Now we have different AI actions. If you prefer to use OpenAI, Gemini, DeepSeek, we have different options for you available. Here I'm using Generate Text with Gemini. You can choose from the different models, set up the prompt. In this case, I'm indicating that I want it to be named document type and then the date. So I want the date in this format, and I can choose from invoices or purchase orders if you have more options. The better you're able to structure the prompt, the better AI will be able to name your documents. Make sure to indicate the file content here from the previous step. And then we're going to go ahead and use our action to rename the file. And we can use the output from our Gemini action. So what will happen is these two files will automatically be renamed as soon as we run our flow. So let's go ahead and do a test run. We'll do save. Start a new instance, start. As we can see, it's going through the different steps. It's going to rename the file. And if we take a look at our drive now, it has renamed the files based on the document type and the date in the format that I had indicated, making it super simple for you to actually figure out what you have in your drive, what you can delete, what you can't delete. And it's just going to help you be more organized. You can even add a second step if based on maybe a document type, you want to move it to a specific folder. That way you don't have to handle that either. You can also add that as a subsequent step. We actually have a tutorial that based on the document type, it'll move it to a specific folder. So I will have that linked down below in case you want to implement that into this process as well. Thank you so much for watching.